watching this if you know where in the world this is. So, introduce yourself to us and tell us where this place is, because I am from Africa. I have no idea where this is.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you, by the way. My name is Marquinha Martins, and I am the head of office for Bird Life in Sao Tome and Principe. Sao Tome and Principe are two small islands, as you see here, Sao Tome and Principe, two islands in the west of Africa, right in the Gulf of Guinea. And one of our islands here, the equator line, crosses these islets. And we are house of high level of endemic species. Actually, we are known globally by our high level of endemic birds. If you actually look at the country, for such a small area, 1,001 kilometers square, we have 28 species of endemic birds found nowhere else. And from these 28, 16 are globally threatened and 5 critically endangered. But that's the thing. We are so special that both countries are now UNESCO Reserve of Biosphere, and we have the second most important forest for birds in Africa. Hence, really important for us to work in conservation. It's the work that BirdLife is doing there. Since 2018 that we have been working with local organization, being public, but also community, to find effective management models for protected areas that are here. So we have 2 national parks. Here in the darker green, here it's Obo Natural Park,
Right.
and Principe Natural Park, there in green. And BirdLife has been working also to secure the conservation of habitats that are quite important for these birds. And one of our milestones is the creation, legally formalized, of 21 special reserves, which are these areas in lighter green. They're actually buffering the park, and they have high level of biodiversity, but it didn't have a legal protection status, which means people could get in, extract timber, hunt without any controls. And with this, we're actually working towards a more sustainable use of landscape, because these areas, in comparison with national parks, you can actually carry on commercial activities,
Right.
but that are more aligned with green, environmentally friendly initiatives and community. Just to give you what I get really excited when people ask me
glad
about
that
Sao
you're
Tome.
excited, because it's new to, I'm sure, very many people, as it is to me.
So, just tell you that after creating these special reserves, we have identified here in the south, this is a really important beach for sea turtles.
Oh, nice.
All of 5 species of sea turtles come to Sao Tome to lay their eggs and nest. So, here we have identified 3 pilot special reserves that are now being managed by the community. They have their own governance structure. They identify alternative livelihoods, and they are surveying this area. So it's really exciting to see this kind of conservation where the community is actually the center of the action, and they're actually directly creating knowledge and participating in the solution.
That is fantastic news. Now, quick question about the people that live in South Town. What language do they speak? What is their background? How do they relate with all this conservation, and how did this project come about?
So, and Sao Tome is a place that you might say people coming from everywhere had their origin. The island was discovered by Portuguese and colonized by Portuguese as well. And during that area, Portuguese used to bring people from African continent, to work in cocoa plantation. We used to be one of the biggest cocoa producers in Africa. So most of people were coming from there, and hence we have a big percentage of our population that have Cape Verdean origins, but also Portuguese, Philippines, and so on. But our formal and national language is Portuguese. We speak Portuguese in our country. And you see, since early ages, South Tomeans have had a close relationship with forest. Wow. You see this in our culture, in our culinary. Most of our traditional foods are plant-based. In our medicine also, most of our traditional medicines are recurred to forests. So we have a really strong connection with forests. And being an island, you are quite isolated from everything, from the continent.
Right.
All you see is once you have in the forest. So people highly depend on the ecosystem services, meaning the benefits that biodiversity and our forests can provide to us, being wood, timber for construction, also for charcoal production, and also regulation and so on. Hence, most of the projects that are being implemented for preserving these islands are having in mind one dilemma, which is how do we actually balance conservation and human needs?
Right.
It's quite difficult.
With many countries, I'm sure, yes.
Yes. For us also it's a challenge. But it's a challenge that we are trying to work step by step, but also having a combined approach. What do you mean with that? What BirdLife is doing, so to be, is working with legal framework, producing scientific knowledge to research. Hence, the project this year will be funded by BirdFair, which is going to give us a solid research base for about these 3 species that are critically endangered. But also, the project is working to strengthen the protected areas management. We have also created sustainable financing tools, like a conservation trust fund. We have our first conservation trust fund in the country that has its main purpose of mobilizing resources and channel these resources to protected areas, but also to fund community-based projects in the country. Plus, almost our work is people-based. So lots of awareness raising, lots of capacity building, and that's where we got this relationship with hunters that are now working with us as field assistants. So they have shifted from hunting endemic birds to helping scientists to find these birds and study them, which is really amazing.
It's such an amazing thing. So just in a nutshell now, if you could tell me one thing, I want to come and visit you in Sao Tome. What or where would I start? How do I come to see you? And what should I bring to Sao Tome?
Well, first of all, to go to Sao Tome, it's important to find your way in. So it will.
Here is an 8-hour flight.
It's 6-hour flight from Portugal.
Right.
From Lisbon to Sao Tome, there are direct flights, but you can also go through Angola, African country with which we have direct flight connection. And going to Sao Tome, you have to be open to experience forest, because even at the city, even at the beach, the first thing that you're gonna see is green. So be ready to go deep into the forest to see birds, endemic birds at your window at hotel. It's amazing. It's quite easy to find them, but also to go to see waterfalls, landscape. It's wonderful food. I'm not selling Sao Tome, but it's wonderful food. But also,
what is your basic food? While you're talking about food,
so we have one that's called kalulu. Kalulu is like a soup made with leaves and breadfruit.
okay.
It's really good, and we also eat lots of fish. I mean, we are surrounded
by ocean, so yes.
Yes, our main protein source is fish. So
Fantastic. I see you say here, Galapagos of Africa, second smallest country, second most important forest in Africa, and 100% diversity reserve.
yes.
Now, just to wrap up, because we could be here talking for a long time, what is your message for people here at the Bird Fair?
My message, that's a good one. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak with all of bird fairs, fans, and contributors. What my message to them would be to contribute in any way you can, participating in this event, sharing the information, because these 3 days here at Bird Fair has given great visibility to our birds, to these birds that actually need to be studied. It also opens and gives a light and consolidation of the work that we are doing with hunters. It's this kind of works shows that conservation can be improved only if the communities are directly involved. And by supporting these projects, we're actually supporting making changes that last. And this kind of funding actually are very important because it allows us to focus on the gaps that other projects cannot allow, and it focuses on the process, not just project, because process takes time, and behavior change does take time. So that will be my message to all the audience of Bird Fair. Participate massively, but also contribute by sharing information, by sharing network, and also, of course, donating for the project.
Thank you so much. I've learned so much. I will be your next guest.
Oh,
in
yeah.
Sao Tome.